Our plan is that Nathan Work will be the starter.
Michael had indicated at the end of the season that he wanted to take time to discuss with his family what the next step is. He actually just called us and let us know on a Sunday afternoon, and we were expecting the phone call, and that he was, made the decision to retire from playing professional football.
There were some thoughts that he was going to do it, so it didn't take us off guard. But once he made the announcement, or once he told me that he was doing it, we sprung into action pretty quickly. The idea would be to go to training camp not as an open competition, that give Nathan every opportunity to go, but like I said, bring in a proven quarterback in here. So
Rick told me I was working out, and he pulled me aside into his office and he told me what the plan was. I reached out when I heard on the day that I talked to Coach Campbell, but I haven't heard back from him. I'm sure he's got 1,000 things on his plate right now, so I'm not worried about it.
One of the things that Michael did say at the end of the season was that we have a good quarterback in Nathan Work, and we knew that, but coming from a guy who's played the position, coming from a guy who had worked with him throughout the year, that's just another testament to the way Mike was and his Hall of Fame career, I think, saying that he's leaving us in good hands with a guy like Nathan.
Watching Mike's routine was the biggest thing that I took away, was watching how he prepares. And when you transition to the pro game, there's a lot less structure, and so you have to figure out how to prepare for each week. You have to develop a routine, and he had one clearly down, and so you kind of watch that and go, okay, what can I take from that?
Yeah, it's a good group. It's been good to be around the guys and kind of get a college feel to it, where we're working out every single day, showing up, trying to get better, and Chris Wong is taking care of us and helping us get better, and it's been good to be around the guys during the uncertainty of this ever-long pandemic.
Working, sun is shining, nice and hot out, can't complain. It's Tuesdays, baby. Let's go.
5 seconds.
So that's the only rest you get.
Go.
That's the only rest you get.
So you get the O-line and get the work done.
You need a towel here.
No, you just go to the shower. I'll be all right.
Here, just to look good for the camera.
So you get the O-line and get their working done.
We have a really good crew of guys working out here every day, which is a good sign. Just that they're around here developing some camaraderie, and knowing that they're fully invested in the whole thing.
Yeah, time to open up. See parts when we showing up.
Yeah, we're going to North Van, work with my quarterback coach. His name is Rob Williams. I've been going to him for a year. I've known him for we've been working together in person for about a year.
City by the view, city by the side. I don't mind summer 365.
So I was following all these different quarterback coaches and stuff like that, and I was following his page, and I was watching film one day, and I wanted to his opinion on a certain missed throw that I had made in college, and he kind of broke it down like super scientifically, super detailed.
So we focus specifically on drop footwork, pocket movement, running change of direction, but heavily on the throwing mechanics side of things.
he reached out when he had learned that I was in Vancouver and was like, hey, come by, let's get some work in.
A transplant, they can't stand. No other place could I ever call home. Check my passport, I got stamps, but always can't wait to get back when I'm gone. The Capricorn know exactly what he got. And like I said, you know I've been to plenty spots. And now all of the travel gotta come to me. Only one place to go when you're
Last
from
off-season, Nathan and I had a chance to do what I call sort of setting the dominoes. We're now able to say, okay, with those mechanics that we brought in from last off-season, now let's fine-tune some things. So simple things like front foot strike or arm path, loading the ball, deceleration strategies, just the little things that make a huge difference when you get them right.
He's the best. It's changed how I throw the ball drastically. And the longer I go without seeing Rob and getting a kind of a tune-up, the further I drift back into these old habits and become less efficient. And that leads to arm soreness and inaccuracy. And Mike's injury, obviously, you wouldn't see it the same way. But for me, I was able to go through all training camp and get some really valuable reps. And then I was able to get a good experience in the SAS game, and then throughout the week practicing against the CFL defense. So I built a lot of confidence, got a lot of experience in the playbook, and was able to throw to some real talented guys. Well, Lucky's kind of like lightning in a bottle. He's one of those guys that I think he'd probably appreciate this comparison, but I think he's the CFL's version of Tyreek Hill. Burnham's kind of he's just as dangerous, but in a different way. He's kind of like Cooper Kupp. He's like he's a technician at the line. He knows how to run every single route really, really well. To have both of them on the same side, it's like that's crazy. That's a cheat code, So I'm excited to have both.
Nathan is our starting quarterback. Right now, he's the guy under contract. He's the guy that we're having great expectations for, and he has great expectations for himself. And we're all confident that moving forward, he's going to be able to lead us in the right direction.
That's the goal, is to be the starter at any position when you first join a club, and that was no different for me. So I was really excited that Rick and the organization was giving me that vote of confidence.
I thought that was a really quality, classy move to let him know that, hey, we've put our faith in you, we put our trust in you, we see a future with you, and we're going to put you in this position for this upcoming year.
Everyone's here fighting for jobs, all of us, and you have to compete on a daily basis to make the football team better. We haven't been the greatest football team the last few years.
You give Michael credit because he really is a team-first guy, and from once the season was over, there was an idea that could possibly happen. Didn't know for sure, but we were planning both directions. Just obviously the quarterback is arguably the most important position on the team. Also affects your salary cap. All those things came into play and had a big effect on what we were able to do as far as spending money on players and also making sure we had the quarterback situation figured out.